Yes, hello racing gamers and welcome back to BombersportsPlays NASCAR Heat Evolution, where we're in a bit of an unusual situation. Not necessarily at Martinsville Speedway, a staple of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series calendar, but more our starting position. As you saw in the intro, we're on the ruddy pole. How's that happened? And we're on the pole at Martinsville Speedway, possibly one of the toughest, most bumpy, bangy beating of fenders on anywhere on the Sprint Cup Series calendar, so no pressure or anything, Team Budgetsports. Let's get it on. And we're on the inside of Joey Logano, of all people, as well. Let's be honest. Oh, my goodness. Okay, this is weird. I'm leading a NASCAR race. What is happening on legit pace as well? This is weird. Like, coming into this race, I was told by a few people, mainly on the subreddit, that Martinsville is one of the best places in a given season to try and get your first win. And I think that may just be our first lap led of the season. We've led a lap in NASCAR Heat Evolution. It has been all about small gains. Dem small gains, bro. And we are legit leading this thing on pace. What the absolute F is happening? Carl Edwards can't believe it. He's already swarming our rear end in a slightly aggressive fashion. But this is, yeah, I was told by quite a few people on the forums, or on the subreddit, that Martinsville is a good place to target a first win. People have managed to get their first career wins here, and at other short tracks and the road courses, they appear to be the best ones, so we're really targeting this one as a potential breakthrough for Team Budgetsports. We've been averaging around the top 20 for most of the season, just sort of clinging on in there with asthmatic ant-powered engines and third-rate ARCA chassis bought out of some barnyard from some bloke with a worrying amount of shotguns and dead cows in his backyard. Oh my goodness me. No more analogies. Carl Edwards is up the inside. He's about to kill the fairy tale. It's lasted only 4 laps, but we are still in the lead. We've held him off. And now he's kind of taking the lead. Okay. But oh, Brad Keselowski's coming through. Goodness me, we're about to get freight trained. That can happen at short tracks. Gotta keep our concentration here. Gotta be patient though. Gotta run this thing like Martin. Be patient. Be a little bit of a Christian motorist originally. Well, I think that's everyone in NASCAR, isn't it? Pretty much most people in NASCAR are technically Christian motorists, aren't they? But as in the James May style, you go forward, you go and tear your race car up. I'm just going to sit here, still in a good position. We got 125 laps to do, one of our longest races. It's going to be a tough one. On paper, it should be a 2-stop race in terms of pure fuel, but of course this is a short track, so we are expecting a lot of cautions and a lot of tyres burning out before then. It tells you how much I anticipated that this would be a good race for us. I actually did a full, almost race simulation in practice in the practice session, which is quite remarkable. And normally in practice sessions, I'm getting absolutely run over by the AI. It's just not even funny how pathetically slow I am. Here, I was actually holding up, so we've definitely got a good chance here. We're really targeting this one to be a good performance. And here's another place where we hold a good advantage. Not only does our car handle quite well here, and I'm good at Martinsville. Historically, at most NASCAR games, I've been pretty good at Martinsville. We just run over Brad, who's just absolutely just running. He's trying to get into the rear boot of McDowell's car, who's doing about 5 miles an hour. But yeah, as you can see, oh, Keselowski just dive-bombed us into one. What the hell are you doing, man? We're 9 laps in, you absolute pube. I've got both the Penske teammates behind me. This could get very bad very quickly. All clear. But as you can see, there are 2 places where we hold a slight advantage here. Number 1, we handle well in the corners. It turns well in the corners. And because this is the opposite of a big track, this is the shortest track on the entire NASCAR calendar, there's no need to worry about an asthmatic engine because it doesn't come into play. Like, literally, you get a good acceleration off the corner, you know, good line out of the corner. Oh, my goodness. Danica, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, Martin, what are you doing? Yeah, weirdly, they seem to check up out of turn 4. They get loose out of turn 4. That's a place where we're strong. Martin, what are you doing? Why are you trying to race me when you're already a lap down inside 10? Get wrecked, son. Seriously, how pathetic is your season so far? He is praying to the DMR gods that he gets patched and somehow gets some talent sometime soon. As is AJ Allmendinger, and that makes me sad because Allmendinger is one of my boys in NASCAR. And I think that is boys in terms of the OSW review definition of a boy. But, yeah, we are strong in 2 areas. Number 1, we're good in the corners, good on the brakes. We're good at Dive Bomb City. This is basically one long Dive Bomb City, bitch. And number 2, we're pretty decent at working lap traffic. We're slightly better than the AI at working lap traffic. So those 2 things are playing into our favour here. As I say, I actually did a full kind of race simulation in practice. That's how seriously I'm taking this one. Most tracks has been like, yeah, whatever. I know our engine's going to be terrible, and I know we're going to be struggling to either be in the top 25 Eric, what are you... Eric? Eric, can you not? Oh! What, Eric, what are you doing? Eric? Seriously? I get the feeling this video is waiting to be one long version of one of those NascarNixon damn lap car videos. Have you seen those on the NascarNixon channel? Countless times leaders get wrecked by lap cars. This is basically going to be one long sequence of trying to avoid becoming the star feature on the next version of one of those videos. Larson in 29th place. Oh my, both my boys are just having an absolutely dreadful start to the season. Oh dear. And yeah, fun fact, my current favourite NASCAR drivers are Kyle Larson and AJ Allmendinger. So there you go. It took me a while. I kind of had a Kurt Busch phase for a little while. But Kyle, I'm sorry, you do realise I am operating a punt on sight policy with lap traffic. Same with you, Jamie. I like you, but get out of my way. I'm offering no mercy.
You're all clear.
You are a lap car at Martinsville. Get wrecked, basically. As Carl Edwards is actually getting stuck behind the two front row motorsport cars. Still got a good 27 laps on fuel, and that's not even inaccurate. That only goes down like once every 2 laps because it's only a half-mile track. So fuel mileage hopefully shouldn't be a thing, but it depends. Hello, Landon. You went nowhere out of turn 4. Someone appears to have wrecked in turn 1 and 2. Now that could be interesting. We all assume that Martinsville's going to be a caution fest, but with David Hoots being surprisingly casual with the caution so far this season, Chris, I know, don't get all uppity with me just because you're in the chase. Get out of my way, thank you. Cheers. I'm not sure that was quite a thumbs up gesture that I gave him. I did raise a finger at him. I'm just not sure it was my thumb. But yeah, this is... Martinsville's always been good to me in racing games. In NASCAR games anyway. I've always been pretty good at Martinsville. I don't know what it is. You know, maybe it's the fact... It's kind of for a similar reason that road course specialists are pretty good at Martinsville. Allmendinger in IRL is really good at Martinsville generally. Because it's basically 2 road course hairpins stuck together, and I really enjoy it. I like the physicality. I've always liked short tracks in NASCAR. Bristol's one of my favourite tracks. Martinsville's always been a favourite of mine. I've always enjoyed Richmond. So hopefully a combination of me liking those tracks and being fairly decent at them, and the fact that our car doesn't totally blow chunks at those tracks as well. Eric Jones, you've been lapped twice already. It's 20 laps in. Just off yourself now, man. What are you even doing here? Go back to winning the Xfinity chase, which I think you probably will. Oh, hello, Carl. Hello, cousin. We're going to go 3 wide. We're going to go 3 wide. I'm pulling a Mika Hakkinen on Carl Edwards. He is the Michael Schumacher's my Mika Hakkinen. I'll just get wrecked, son. And we're back in the lead, but he's still side by side. We're going to do it again. Oh, poor Menard. He did not know where to go. We're wrecking into the wall. Absolute state of this lead battle. But somehow, in amongst all that, we've retained the lead. Well, we've regained the lead, I should say. Yes, Bobby, you've correctly identified that there is a wreck in turns 1 and 2. I know. I was in it. Ryan Blaney, get banged. Get out of my way. Uh-oh. It's Reddit's favourite NASCAR driver. Don't. I will downvote you on the subreddit if I have to. Oh, Ryan Blaney's got back through. Someone is slow in front. But all of a sudden, we're back in the lead, and we've got a little bit of a gap. Brad Keselowski's second now, Logano third, Harvick fourth. I think Edwards has got badly wrecked in that instant. That was a bizarre one. I think we just went to the inside of Menard, who went to try and take the inside line. Edwards was on his outside, and he just kind of was between a rock and a hard place. He was in a sandwich that wasn't particularly tasty for anyone involved. He ended up getting puked back up again. And I think it's Edwards that ended up walking home with puke all down the front of his jeans. Anyway, that analogy went a bit too far. Ryan Ellis, goodbye. So we're leading. We are leading again. That's nice. And in fact, there's Edwards in the pits. So he's had to pit. He's had damage from that wreck. Well, he did get quite badly body slammed by me and Menard. So I guess that's the risk you take when you're on the outside and the guy on the inside gets wrecked by the guy in the middle. I don't even know how that works. But Keselowski, Logano, Harvick and Busch are the top 5 behind me. And we're pulling out a little bit of a gap here. As I say, it's lap traffic where we really seem to hold all the aces. We are doing pretty well at lap traffic here. Working through, especially now the field's spread out a little bit. We're starting to pull away, guys. This is amazing. How the hell is... Someone's on pit road. Is that Michael Annette? I'm not sure what kind of strategy he's pulling. David Reagan, I'm not sure what kind of strategy you're pulling. I'm not sure the terrible out of turn 4 strategy is a win around here. I'll tell you what. For the first time, I may be able to sip some tea in commentary without... This is relaxing. I'm going to sip some tea. Nice bit of tea. And are we about to go 3 wide with lap? No, we're not. See, this is weird. Like, I'm not used to this. I'm leading, and not only that, but I'm able to back out of going 3 wide with lap traffic because I've not got someone breathing down my neck, although I've just looked in the mirror. There's a yellow and red shape looming. Oh, God, where did you come from, Joey? Jesus Christ, I should have learned. I should have... shouldn't have got complacent. I should know that at Martinsville, there's no such thing as being out on your own in front. You do not build a lead at Martinsville. It is reduced again within seconds. Someone has told the Penske boys that mug from Team Budgetsports is leading, and they are pissed. Penske are pissed. And Logano just absolutely drop-kicked me. That was hairpin time right there. Goodness me. Mate, I don't know if you think I'm Matt Kenseth or something, but stop it. Seriously, we're only about 30 laps in. Plus... Oh, God, they're both there. Oh, God. Logano to the left of me. Keselowski to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with Penske. And that's not a place you want to be stuck in the middle of, folks. Oh, there's a wreck in turn 3 apparently, but David Hoots is still asleep at the wheel. He's just sat up in race control. Like, David, do you want to put it out?
Slow down.
And funnily enough, the game thinks I'm coming in the pits. AJ, what are you doing? Edwards is backwards in turn 4. What on earth is going on? AJ's ploughed him. Keselowski's gone around the outside of everybody and taken the lead. Sneaky bastard. Logano's trying to take second off us. We just slid into turn 1 and 2. We've beaten and banging on Joey Logano. Oh, this is good racing. This is good stuff now. There's a reason why I've always enjoyed Martinsville. It is absolute anarchy on 4 wheels. Kevin Harvick's come along to join the fun as well. It's the Noah's Ark lineup at the moment. 2 Penske cars, 2 Stuart Haas racing cars, and then 1 of me. So I'm kind of screwing up the party. Oh, goodness. Got in a bit late on the brakes there. Keselowski was checked up behind. I think that's Michael Annette. Greg Biffle's stuck in the middle of the party as well. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Oh, God. Logano is going on the outside of his teammate. Keselowski was forced down in front of me. And we've spun him round. Keselowski, I'm sorry, mate. That was a total accident. 3 or 4 into probably 1. Really didn't go there. And we're now down to 4th after that bit of anarchy. We're probably going to be down to 5th as well. We're going to get freight trained by the Busch brothers here. It is all going off here. It is going off. Goodness me. And there's a caution. Probably unsurprising. That's probably about 3 laps too late for Carl Edwards. Well, at least I didn't totally screw over his race. Someone else did that for him. Now, what's interesting about the timing of this caution is that I'm sipping tea. No, but in all seriousness, what's interesting about the timing of this caution is it's coming about 34 laps in. Our pit window was 35 to 37 laps. So, surely we've got a pit here. Or it's around that much. Actually, it's more like 40, 45. Maybe upwards of 50. I know it's pretty close to halfway, so it's nowhere near, but we have pit... Oh, goodness me. That was a terrible restart. That was about the worst restart mankind has ever seen in any racing series. But, you see what I mean? We took tyres there, we took the pit stop. We are back in the field a little bit. Only 18 cars on the lead lap. And we're at the tail end of the lead lap now. But, only I and Kurt Busch pitted there. The rest of them are still out there and will have to pit in about the next 10 laps or so, maybe more. At least the next 15 to 20 laps, everyone else will have to pit. Tony Stewart is screwing over his employee. Oh! Look who we have here. Kurt, no, seriously, mate. Don't get in the way. This is not your fight. This is not your war. This is not your feud. Oh, they're going 3 wide off the corner. Oh, goodness me. Do we have time to wreck Regan Smith? Do we? It's becoming like beat up John Cena now. Beat up Regan Smith. I'm sorry, Regan. If the real Regan Smith is watching this, I'm sorry. I like you IRL. It's just in-game, you know. You can appreciate this. He is actually trying to race me pretty hard. But he is for position, so that's fair enough. Whoa, Casey Kane's gone nowhere. We've got tight out in the corner. Tony Stewart's on the outside. We're probably going to end up at the top of that grandstand in a minute just for overtaking him. We have made it stick. Casey Kane's trying to follow us through. Austin Dillon's backing up. Like a particularly bad sewer pipe after a day on bad Mexican. Kurt Busch is stymied by the Roush teammates Stenhouse and Labine. Into turn 1 and 2 once more, coming up, working lap 44 now of 125. We are expecting lead lap cars in the pits fairly soon, except, of course, for me and the man right in front of us, Kurt Busch. This could be quite interesting. It all depends on when the cautions fall. Kurt Busch got checked up by Stenhouse there, and that's enabled us through. Which way does Stenhouse go going into 1? Does he block me off or Kurt? He blocks me off, but Kurt's trying to go around the outside of Martinsville. Rarely works, But he actually quite likes that groove, so he's making it work. He pulls side. This is good side-by-side racing here. Stenhouse on the inside of his teammate.
Still there.
Hello, Bane. Goodbye, Bane. Oh, Stenhouse, what are you doing, son?
All clear.
He's just got nowhere. Bit late on the brakes. So easy to overdrive the corner. Bane's trying to look back up the inside. He's beating and banging on the left rear quarter panel. Bane, you cheeky sod. What the hell's this? He's beating and baning. I'm just going to leave now. That was a terrible joke. Sorry. Gone. Now. Actually, no, I'm not, because my tea's over here. A little bit of a break there. Oh, some smoke in 3 and 4. Oh, and some... there you go. Leaders pitting. That includes Joey Logano there. So a lot of the lead lap cars pitting here. Junior and Keselowski side by side. Do we make it 3 wide? No, we don't, because that's absolute suicide. In a bottle. Bit like absinthe, really. Junior's pulling to the left. I think he's now about to pit, so... Oh, Keselowski just fucks off to the left, like, oh, excuse me. He's like those guys who are just cruising along in the fast lane on the highway, and they're like, oh, actually, I need the slip road. Just charge across like 4 lanes at once. Casey Mears is up to 3rd because of all this pit lane shenanigans. Oh, God, is he going to have to pit? Is he going to be pitting? Don't swerve left and side swipe me. Oh, we've caught the apron. Oops. And we've retaken the lead in amongst all that. Mears is 2nd now. Kurt Busch still with us, remember. Me and Kurt Busch are basically on the exact same strategy right now. Mears is trying to stay with us, but I think he's... There he goes. He pulls to the left. He's probably going to be pitting right about now. So that should leave... I mean, theoretically, that should leave me and Kurt Busch... Ryan, what are you doing, son? That should leave me and Kurt Busch as the only 2 people on the lead lap. If cautions fall the right way for us, this could be literally a 2-way slugfest till the end of this race. Whoa, that was a bit close. Brad Keselowski rejoining just as we were lapping Matt DiBenedetto again.
All clear.
A lot of leaders piling up here. We're just got to stay calm, which is easier said than done at Martinsville, which is basically a track that says, if you're somehow not incensed and wanting to oh, goodness, someone's spun in front of us. Who was that wrecked? Keselowski looking up our inside. Now, he's laps down after his pit stop, so I'm letting him through. No need to battle him. And that's Edwards behind us, who definitely is laps down. Kurt Busch is not, though. So, Carl, do you want to either pass us or not? He's not going to pass us. Okay. I nearly accidentally gave up the... They're going 3 wide in front of us. Johnson and Larson, what the hell are you doing? Hamlin's doing about 12 miles an hour. We're going 4 wide. That's really not a good idea in any circumstance. Larson's now down on the inside. Johnson's up there. Edwards is on the outside. They're 3 wide in front of us. We sneak through on the inside and bottleneck Kurt Busch the F up. That's good stuff. We are basically now going head-to-head with Kurt Busch now. And there just happens to be 38 other cars on the track. Is this what it feels like to be at Homestead in the Final 4 in the chase? Just 4 cars on track, theoretically contending for a win, and the others are just, get the fuck out of my way now, please. Speaking of which, Danica, get the F out of my way, please. Thank you. Another sip of tea, please. Nice. Bobby Labonte's 9th. Well spotted, those people, by the way. I forgot to mention this on the commentary. Brian Scott, what the hell are you doing? As he drunkenly enters pit road. Good spot, by the way, people, in the last race at Auto Club Speedway. Bobby Labonte got a top 5 after a fuel gamble. Hey, AJ, what the hell are you doing? You're just sort of beetling around like an old pensioner who has no idea what lane he's in on the highway. He's just getting out of my way. Good. Cheers, AJ. That's why you're one of my boys. You retain boy status for now. This game really does... It's funny how in racing games, they can kind of cloud your opinion of the real drivers. Like, I always remember the stories of in TOCA 2 touring cars. Like, people would go up to the real drivers and be like, "Oi, you wrecked me in the game, you arse." John Clennon reckons he got it all the time, but then again, he wrecked tons of people IRL, so it's probably justified.
All clear.
Oh, just clipping the inside apron. And really, the aprons here at Martinsville are very unforgiving. And I'm very unforgiving in mocking Carl Larson. Actually, no, I'm not. He's my boy. DMR, can you please fix my boy? Thank you. Both my boys, actually, are having a miserable time of it. Almirola's back out of the pits. He's 34th. Carl Edwards is swarming up behind us again. Is he looking for paper? Almirola, what are you doing? Literally, I'm just up behind him, and he's just like, oh, is that reverse gear? And I think, oh, he's still wrecking. Just, get out my way.
You're all clear.
He was trying to have a wreck on his own, so I decided to help him. But finally Carl Edwards gets back by. But he is no match for... I think he's multiple laps down now. Well, he's 20th, so he's at least 1 lap down, maybe more. Big bottleneck coming up in front of us. Kurt Busch still 2 seconds back, so we've worked our way through. Now, the question is, what the hell happens now? Like, if we get a caution now, presumably those guys who have just pitted won't pit. They'll get the wave around and be back in it. But it all depends. For now, there are only 2 cars on the lead lap. This is like Joseph Newgarden at Iowa levels of domination right now, and this is weird for me. I'm not used to Team Budgetsports dominating anything, except the toilet after a night on bad curry. But this is... We are running really well at Martinsville. This is the first time all year this car's actually been really good at a track. Like, I'm not being sarcastic or anything. And it's weird coming off Auto Club when the car was an absolute pile of garbage. Like, literally, it was asthmatic, it barely turned. It was drunk going into the corners and then sobered up and had a hangover on the exit. That's the best way of describing the handling. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
All clear.
Kurt Busch is
All clear.
hearing us wax lyrical about the fairy tale story that is Team Budgetsports. And he's deciding to put an end to the fairy tale. Castle, what are you doing, man? He went absolutely nowhere. Although I think someone stopped in front of him. All sorts of traffic-based carnage at this point in time. Castle. Oh! It's Paul Menard again. Paul, what are you doing?
Carlo.
You blithering idiots! Cheers, Paul. Is it because I laughed at you at the end of the Auto Club race? Is that it? Oh, I've nearly wrecked Kurt. Someone is checking up badly in front of Landon Castle. Whoever's in front of Landon Castle, would you mind, like, getting a move on? You're doing about 12 miles an hour. I think it might be Jay McMurray, actually. Oh, dear, they're 3 wide. They're 3 wide. I'm just going to sit here with the popcorn and wait for this. No, I'm actually going to have to get involved because Kurt Busch is threatening to get away. Castle's still on the inside of Kurt Busch, though. McMurray, can you just not get in my way, please? Boy is stuck up behind Castle. Can you not get in my way? Goodness me. Everyone's just running their own... Everyone's just running their own race at the moment and trying to survive in the high-stakes, brutal, bloody washing machine that is Martinsville. Castle. He's just sort of wobbling and flobbling. Castle. Like, I like you, Landon, but thank you. There we go. Well, in amongst all that mayhem, mainly thanks to Paul Menard pancaking the F out of us in turns 1 and 2 for no reason. Maybe it was payback for the wreck earlier with him and Carl Edwards. Kurt Busch has built a 1.7 second lead, but guess what? I'm happy in second, because the 3rd place car is still a lap behind me. So we can afford to be a little bit patient for now. We can just let Kurt Busch come back to us. That's the thing with Martinsville. It's the hardest track on the schedule, probably, to stay patient, and yet staying patient is exactly what you need to do, because you will reap the benefits. Biffle now 20th. He's more than a lap down already, or he will be in a minute. He's stuck behind Ryan Ellis. I'm trying to give him a push to help him out. That's clearly what I'm doing there. I'm not trying to wreck the F out of him. Not at all. That's not what I'm trying to do. McDowell, who's now being lapped for about the 25th time. Deary me. At least it's believable. Like, when you're lapping Martin Truex Jr. for the 6th time, 60 laps in, you're like, really? Really? What parallel universe are we living in here? Oh, Eric Jones nearly got wrecked by someone. Like, Eric Jones, at least, as I've said before, you can understand, because he's a field filler. You can understand why he's terrible. I'm assuming the real-life Eric Jones is still not happy about it. Hey, all the more reason for DMR to get the Xfinity Series into the game. Plus, I'm not hinting at that. I'm not hinting that there should be additional DLC for the Xfinity and Truck Series. No, not at all. Hello, Kurt Busch. You've been jammed completely up behind Ryan Newman. No Neck is just stubbornly no-selling everything here. Oh, and he nearly ran Kurt Busch into the wall there. That's allowed us up alongside, but Kurt Busch is still gassing here. Cars are pitting in front of us. Edwards is pitting. Oh, they're 3 wide. They're 3 wide in turns 3 and 4. Do you know what? This is not going to work. I'm nearly involved in someone else's potential accident. That was never going to work, and that nearly ended in a humongous disaster. Newman, stay the F up there. Do not even dare try to come down here. Come over here, and I'll shank your mom or something. I think that's what they say in South London. I mean, I was born there, but, you know, I'm still the whitest man in any given room. Benedetto has been lapped again. 72 of 125 laps complete. 54 still to go. Hello, Kurt Busch. Suddenly, we have the track to ourselves for a brief, precious few seconds. Take a sip of tea. Warm up. Here we go. Hello, Kurt. Busch, come out to play. He doesn't want to play. That's why he's trying to get away. He's like, no, no. That Dive Bomb City bitch psycho's right behind me. He's watched my Grid Autosport videos and pretty much every racing game video I've ever done. He knows about Dive Bomb City bitch, but he is powerless to avoid it. Dive Bomb City bitch. Oh, trying to keep it down. Keep it down. Oh, nearly running into off the corner. Oh, we run into each other off the corner. Woohoo! Oh, that was good stuff. We both drove hard there. Oh, he spun out on his own. What the? No, he hasn't. He saved it. What on earth just happened there? Absolute scenes. Let's have a replay of that. See that Kurt Busch is all on his own. Goes flying in. He's obviously gone in way too fast. He's not braked anywhere near enough on turning. I thought he was pretty much fully 90 degrees sideways and he somehow saved it. And in amidst all that, he's lost the lead. Ha ha! Brilliant. Some great racing here at Martinsville. Once again, the AI in NASCAR Heat Evolution really proving themselves. Perhaps the best part of this game. When you're in full race mode, there's few games that have got NASCAR AI this right in terms of the feeling of how to race them and how real they feel. I mean, the only blemish here at Martinsville is how they just they don't really get off of turn 4 very well, as you can see by Brian Scott, although that might just be him being the most blisteringly average stock car driver in history. AJ Allmendinger, how many laps have I put on you? No, this is getting depressing, mate. Mate. Come on, seriously. Well, at least he's not offering any resistance whatsoever. He's just sort of given up at this point. I should be battling him for the win. He's really good at Martinsville. But, we're still in that period before the most recent patch. So these were all pre-recorded before that. I know some of the ratings have been changed since then. But we'll see how things go along. Got 7 laps to go till our next pit stop, which would be the last one for us in the race. Now, that'd be a bit odd. It would depend. If a caution comes out now, that effectively traps everyone a lap down because they'll have to pit as well. There won't really be much choice in terms of going for the wave around because they'll have to pit under green anyway and lose that lap straight back. So this may work out really. Kyle, plus Kyle, plus. Oh God, this is embarrassing. Thank you. Oh my God, what is going on up here? This is an absolute trainer lane. This is dueling trains right now. They've just left the station with a bunch of drunk yorbos on it. Kurt, what the hell? Okay, Kurt Busch out of nowhere. What the hell? That was spectacular. Oh, we've nearly wrecked on the back of him. Whoa, goodness me. Ooh, let's just take a breath there. That was a bit tense. Goodness me, let's have a replay of that. Kurt Busch, out of nowhere, dive bombs the shit out of us. And then we get so caught out by that, we need to run into him and nearly wreck ourselves. Oh my word. But I can say he's just pitted himself. So he turns the lead back over to us. And right now, as it stands, we're the only car on the lead lap. We're leading by a lap. What parallel universe have we stumbled into for this video? Like, literally, what the actual F? Bloody hell, this is good stuff. Martinsville, you've been very kind to me down the years. Are you going to be generous enough to be the site of our first win? Remember, this is where our ETX NASCAR 15 career mode came to a shuddering halt. Well, it technically ended after Fontana, but you didn't see the moment in practice for Martinsville in NASCAR 15 where I got wrecked because the AI tried to go 5 wide in the corners, and I'm just like, no, I'm done. I'm done. You know what? I have more fun things to do in my life. They include hammering rusty nails into my eyeballs, sanding off my own balls with low-grade wet-dry paper, reading the Canterbury Tales, or Tess of the D'Urbervilles, or 50 Shades of Grey, or a mashup of all of them. Wouldn't surprise me if something like that existed, if Pride and Prejudice and Zombies exist. Those are all things I would rather do than play NASCAR 15 again. In fact, I still have NASCAR 15, I still have the disc. It makes a very good drinks coaster. I can tell you that as much. But, considering this is where our NASCAR 15 career mode shuddered and sputtered and died a brutal death, now a year later in NASCAR Heat Evolution, we're leading here and potentially on for our first win of the season. That is some turnaround. I'll tell you what, if we do win this race, it will feel a lot more satisfying than our win in NASCAR 15 at Daytona, which was a pure fuel mileage gamble stroke fluke stroke. I don't even know what the hell happened there, given that we were and a caution's come out. The caution's come out. So, now what? Now what happens? Well, we're pitting, because this is right on our fuel window anyway. Look, we've only got 5 laps of fuel left. So if we pit here, this will be us till the end of the race, effectively. There's only 6 cars 1 lap down. There's a bunch of them that are 2 down. But what happens in terms of the wave around? There's now a grand total of 3 cars on the lead lap. We need to get a good restart, though. And Ryan Blaney's restarted alongside. What the hell are you doing up here? You're about 12 laps down, aren't you?
All clear.
And Jane McMurray's there as well. I'm convinced you're not on the lead lap either. So this is a bit weird. We've restarted with not that many laps to go. Can only be about 30 laps to go. Joey Logano's in there. Kurt Busch is stuck back in the pack. I think Joey Logano got the free pass. Kurt Busch got a wave around. Everyone else is still a lap down. And we're pulling away. We're pulling away because for some reason lap traffic started in between me and Joey Logano. The gap's still climbing. The gap's still there. I mean, there's Matt Kenseth who's chasing his way through. He's trying to catch up to us to unlap himself, which I'd more than happily do. He's not contending with us. 31 laps to go then at Martinsville in the STP 500. Team Budgetsports taking another commanding lead in this race. Goodness me. Well, I tell you what, it is starting to get properly tense now. We have never been in a winning position so far in this series. Not even at Auto Club when we bottled out of a late fuel gamble. Here we are genuinely probably the best overall car on the track. But knowing me, I'm just not used to being that good. I am spectacularly average at racing gaming. I could still find a way of blowing this. All over the sofa. Anyway. Still the gap's increasing. Joey Logano at 2.6 seconds now. Kurt Busch is mired right in the pack. The lead is still building. This is outrageous. Now it's coming down a little bit, but Kurt Busch is 10 seconds down on me in 3rd. Like, even Logano is in danger of losing touch with us. Surely if this thing goes green the rest of the way, I mean, we'll have lap traffic to deal with, but dare we say we've got this made? I don't know. I mean, still a long way to go in Martinsville terms. And another caution would change everything because about half the field would get a wave around then. But, my gosh, this has been a bananas race. This is all getting a bit tense in here. I need tea to alleviate the tension. And Matt Kenseth is slowly catching up with us, but remember, he's a lap down in 4th, so he's no issue. And to be honest with you, if he does catch up to us, I'll probably let him go. Because there's no point whatsoever battling a car that's not your main opponent at this point in time. Coming into turns 1 and 2 once again. Gap back to Joey Logano, still at 2.8 seconds. Kurt Busch is now nearly 13 seconds down the road. He's half a lap down, maybe more than that, behind us now. So really, unless Joey Logano can get shot of that lap traffic really quickly, and I mean really quickly, the balance of power in this race is... Oh my goodness! But as we know, one small moment can change everything here at Martinsville, and it nearly did. De Benedetto was at the end of this trolley train that we got here. Do you know... Oh my goodness! Well, I tried letting off on the straight and let Matt Kenseth and Brad Keselowski through because Matt Kenseth just pile drove me into turn 1. They nearly wrecked into the BK racing cars, and suddenly I knew we were speaking way too soon. Look at that yellow and red shape in my mirror. Right then, Joey, sleeves up. Let's do it South London style. You won't know where that is, but trust me, I'm from South London. And this is going to be a proper street fight. This is going to be a proper brawl here at Martinsville Speedway. We're going 3 wide through the middle of lap traffic to stay in front of Joey Logano. Reagan's facing the wrong way in the apex of 1 and 2. Not for the first time a car is just wrecked in the middle of the track and David Hoots is still asleep with like a small bit of dribble kind of falling out the corner of his mouth. Someone's like, David, should we put it out? Nah, don't wake him up. Goodness me, it's starting to get tense, but the gap's leaked out to nearly 2 seconds again. Lap traffic could be the deciding factor in this race. But who out of me or Joey Logano is it going to favour? Even Kurt Busch has gained a little bit of time back, but I think he's too far back now. He's still 11 seconds down the road from us. AJ Allmendinger, mate, I need a favour from you right now. Thank you very much. You can tell he's one of my boys. He retains his boy status for now. 21 laps to go now. Still, the finish of this race seems an eternity away. Cars are pitting from laps down back in the field. Well, that's Tony Stewart that's pitted. Goodness me, this is tense, and we've got a big pack of cars now we're coming up behind. I think that's Matt Kenzie still behind us, because he's looking to come up behind us again, but to be honest with you, I can't really move out of his way either. I might do. But we've only got 1.2 seconds back to Joey Logano, and the last time I let Matt Kenzie through, he nearly caused a wreck. He's trying to cause a wreck again, and I didn't even let him through that time. Jesus Christ, that man is an animal. He's an absolute animal. And he's still stuck in the lap traffic. He still hasn't unlapped himself. But worryingly... Goodness, Landon Castle nearly forced us onto the apron. Is that Paul Menard again? That is Paul Menard again on the outside. Whenever we tried lapping Paul Menard in this race, it hasn't gone well. Ryan Blaney sees us last minute, lets us through. Thank you very much, Ryan. I will send the crate of beers to your hauler after the race. Ditto Chris Buescher. 18 laps to go now. Joey Logano once again falls back and is mired in lap traffic. Kurt Busch has gained a little bit more time. He's still 10 seconds back. This is still so tense right now. This is full epic music on right now. Sweat mode engaged at this point in time. My heart is pounding here. My heart was pounding in the seat, racing the race, and now doing the commentary. This is huge stuff. This could be a huge moment for Team Budgetsports. And their fight back to the top. As I said earlier, this is where our NASCAR 15 campaign came to a shuddering halt. The IRS came in and claimed our haulers after the race. Torched our cars. We had mafia bosses setting fire to our race cars because someone in the crew was siphoning money off and had accrued unbelievable gambling debts. And now, after all that, me and Dave and this plucky but rubbish, this ambitious but rubbish little car and Team Budgetsports may be on the way to a huge victory here. 15 laps still to go though. And I have a horrible feeling. Yeah, look in the mirrors. Look who's just cleared lap traffic. I have a horrible feeling that next car, that closest car to us in the mirrors, is coloured yellow and red. I'm hoping it's Chris Buescher rather than Joey Logano. Hoping to one hand, shite into the other, I guess. Goodness me, this is properly tense. And we've got more lap traffic coming up. Of course we have. It's Martinsville. There's never clean traffic. There's never clean racetrack round here. You're always lapping someone. You're always side by side with someone. Kurt Busch has fallen back again. Surely he's out of it now. Unless there's a late caution, he's out of contention right now. If it stays green till the end, he's got too much work to do. And, yeah, that Ford in the mirrors doesn't look like Chris Buescher. Yeah, it's definitely not. Right, Ryan, please. Thank you. Ryan, please. Now, if you could just tuck in behind me, that'd be rather... Oh, yeah, Joey's denying that. He's going for a huge dive bomb here. I'm sipping my tea tensely. Oh, Logano's all over the back bumper of our car. This is going to be so tense. Epic music most definitely on now. 11 laps to go. We're nearly 3 wide with lap traffic. Well, the lap traffic were already 3 wide in front of us. We got... Paul, what the hell are you trying to do? Keselowski's coming in out of nowhere. This is not your race. Although it is technically, because his teammate's the one battling for the lead. Beating and banging on us was going to 3 and 4. This is getting properly brutal now. Now Keselowski's checking up in front of us. He's trying to unlap himself. And I'm convinced he's also trying to play spoiler for us. We're not going to let that happen. Logano is still breathing down our neck here. Bobby Labonte, make up your mind on a lane and take it right now, because I'm coming through. And so is Joey Logano. Logano is basically pushing us through lap traffic here. He's tapping out a message in Braille on our back bumper. And the message is, get the hell out of my way. You ain't winning this race, I am. Oh, he mugs his 9. He's got to the inside. No. No, Eric, don't you dare. We're going 3 wide. We're going 3 wide. Cross your fingers and hope for the best. Oh, Keselowski's dive bombed us. Oi, what are you doing? He's still a lap down. And now he's slowing up again. This is suspicious. Right, Brad, I've had enough of this. Brad is now behind the leader. Brad is trying to play tail gunner to Joey Logano. This is sneaky Penske tactics right here. You crafty sods. He's actually... Look at this! Keselowski's nearly wrecked his teammate to get his lap back. Keselowski is just on his own. He's a lone renegade right now. And he may have just opened the door for us to regain the lead. Logano gets to the inside just in time. Keselowski's choked up behind the other, technically Penske car, of Ryan Blaney. Now he's backed into us. Keselowski early on the brakes. We punt him out the way. Goodbye, Brad.
All clear.
You ain't stopping our charge for the win anymore. Nice try trying to play tail gunner for your teammate. It ain't gonna work, son. And amazingly, no caution. I say amazingly. Amazingly, we're side by side with Logano.
Still there.
Does Casey Kane help us? Or help Logano? I think he's probably going to help Logano. Yes, he is. So we're having to... Oh! Late on the brakes into the corner. Oh, goodness me. This is getting tense now. Casey, what the hell are you even doing? This is the worst thing you can possibly do. But we're on the inside. Logano's suddenly stuck behind Michael and Kane. And we're back in the lead. We're back in the lead of the STP 500. Oh, my God. This is getting tense. I don't even need a swig of tea. I need a gulp now. Oh, God. This is so tense. Logano is still right there with us. He's not giving up at all. Just 4 laps to go now. Oh, my God. This is so tense. Sweat levels are at an all-time high. Insert that gif of the guy from Airplane. Just emptying buckets of sweat all over the place. That's the cockpit of this car right now. Matt DiBenedetto, you've just guaranteed yourself unlimited upvotes from me on Reddit for life now. And you'll get even... Oh my God, Joey Logano's nearly wrecked DiBenedetto trying to get past him. It's that sort of race right now. 3 laps to go. We're 2.5 laps away from Team Budgetsports' first ever victory. And myself and Joey Logano are taking absolutely no prisoners. It's becoming like Guantanamo Bay up in here. Michael McDowell, can I maybe waterboard you? I might have to. He's getting in on the inside. Michael, what are you doing? I get past him, but so does Logano. Logano is right there. Surely he's going to try and dive bomb here. I've got to be alert to it. Got to be alert. It's hairpin time right now. Oh, and a big punt there. Ramming the rear end. Logano is all over us right now. And now they're 3 wide in front. Bane, what the hell are you doing? White flag in the air. We're going 3 wide with that traffic. Oh, dive bomb past Danica. But Danica gets back in line in front of Joey. Joey's blocked. Could this be it? Half a lap to go. Oh my God. This is so tense. One final corner. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Yes. Still. I think we're going to do it. Team Budgetsports are going to win. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was an amazing race. Oh, we've done it. I don't believe it. We've done it. Oh, wow. What a way to win our first Cup Series race. Oh my God. I don't even want to look at the audio file right now, and it's probably blowing up all over the place, worse than the next Matty G Rage video. But I just don't care. Joey Logano alongside us. He waves out the window at us. Even he had to give best today. Now let's look at the final results of an amazing race. We win the STP 500. Yes, I can't believe it either. Joey Logano second after an amazing battle for the win. Kurt Busch takes 3rd in the end as the last car on the lead lap. Keselowski 4th, and Matt Kenseth completes the top 5. Regan Smith, give him credit, he finished 11th. But look at that, already we're in 3 laps down territory with these guys. Edwards recovers to finish 20th, 5 laps down. This was a brutally attritional race, as you'd expect from Martinsville. But it's one that we somehow rose through. I just don't believe it. We've run pretty mediocre races this year, pretty average tracks, and we've been terrible. And yet we've come to one of the toughest on the entire Sprint Cup schedule, and we've won. We're in the chase. Like, I'm pretty sure the points are about to tell the story. As we get healthy winnings here, I also changed our associate sponsor to K-Love, whose condition was to at least lead a lap. Well, guess what? We led a lot of laps. So we guaranteed our sponsor payout. This is a decent payday for the team as well. Team Budgetsports finally getting that dollar. We're making it, boys. And decent points haul as well. Not the points mean that much, but we're back up into 16th. And with that win, we're in the chase. We are in the chase now, boys. This is ridiculous. I cannot believe it. And I tell you what, I heard people saying that Martinsville was a good place. And we get a grandfather clock. What a trophy to have. That is sitting in the corner of our workshop, along with the old crisp packets and spanners. And that is taking pride in our workshop. We won a race, boys. That is amazing. What a race. And we get a praise from Ryan Blaney. Hashtag player_1nation. Really? Really? Come on, you can do better than that. But still, cheers Ryan Blaney. I mean, you were a bit rubbish, but thank you very much. We won a race. We just won a race. And as I say, you know, I know people were saying, oh, you know, Martinsville's a good place to get your first win. Your career car's not terrible on that track, but we still have to go and do it. And given I'm historically a mediocre racing gamer, look at that! We're 5th! We're in the chase and we're 5th! This is ridiculous. We're on the same level as Logano, Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson. Oh my God, that's amazing. And Logano was going for win number 3 there. That is quite something. And we're 16th in the regular points, but we are 5th in the chase seeding. My word. What a season. What a season, boys. It's been a roller coaster. Started off on a bit of a duff note at Daytona, and then we just sort of hanging in there. Had a horrendous Phoenix race. Got it sort of back together at Auto Club. And then we just won Martinsville. We've won the STP 500. I can't believe it. What a race. And we surely must be able to afford some upgrades here as well to our shop. We might be able to get some more equipment here. We can choose between either pipe bending equipment or stamping equipment. Pipe bender gives us slightly more horsepower. Or slightly more grip, I should say. And stamping equipment gives us slightly more airflow. So slightly better aero. Either way, what a fantastic race. What a great episode. And I'll tell you what, having recorded up to episode 9 at time of putting this video out, I can tell you the races are only getting better from here, and I'm so glad you've enjoyed the series so far. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Devastate the like button like I destroyed most of the lap traffic around Martinsville. We bought some new stamping equipment, so comment down below on your thoughts on this race and the series so far. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And I'll see you guys next time out. I don't even care that the next round's Texas. We're 5th in the points, boys. Team Budget Sports. Started from the bottom, now we're almost there. See you guys next time.